I would like to thank Izhar sir for sharing his valuable experience and information with us. Initially, I was just thinking to go to Germany. Now I can say that I can apply for it. I will apply for it. Thank you, sir.
In his lifetime, must study at least one degree from any other country outside his home country.
So there were myths and misconceptions in my mind before this session regarding the abroad study, but after this seminar, it's all clear. And thank
gentleman over there, and you can see the even more dashing degrees below his name. Yes or no? Yes.
I'm very happy to inform you that Azam campus has a tie-up with NTI Academy.
You can see the heading there, why study abroad? And you can see the face of a very dashing gentleman over there. And you can see the even more dashing degrees below his name. Yes or no? Yes. Our speaker for the day, Mr. Azam, my colleagues and dear students, welcome to the study abroad program at Azam campus. And Azam campus has a tie-up with Mr. Izhar Khan so that he may guide all of you through the process of if and when you want to study abroad, how to get the paperwork done, how to identify a university, how to identify a program. It is a service that is provided within Azam campus and it is free for all you students. So at the end of the program, you can take his name, number, email address, and you can always consult him for guidance in case you are thinking of going abroad. I know so many youngsters who have made wonderful careers abroad. I know so many youngsters who have made wonderful careers here as well. Opportunity is there everywhere. This program is for you to identify the programs and opportunities abroad. So, you see, India is in a very strong position because we have a huge youth population. Now, many countries, especially in the West, their youth population is dwindling. Hence, they have opened their doors not just for education, but for employment to the youth all over the world. And hence, there is a huge opportunity for all of you to grab this opportunity to go ahead and grow. So, not taking much of your time, one thing I want to tell you, when you're thinking of going abroad, when you're thinking of a loan, when you're thinking of organizing finances through the bank, please keep in mind that then you are keeping your future mortgage. Hence, you have to see that you get a good job and you're serious so that you can pay back whatever you have taken now. It is an investment in your future, but when you are moving into the future, investing your future through a bank loan, then you have to be very, very serious. So, not taking much of your time, I would like to call Mr. Azhar onto the stage so that I will hand over the floor to him. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. He is actually doing a service for all of you. So you see that his service doesn't go to waste. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am Shaila Butwala, ma'am, principal of the Abida Inamdar College, and all the dignitaries and dear students. Very welcome to this program, Why Study Abroad. So, आप लोग यहाँ पर पकड़ के लाया गया, खुद से आए हो? हाँ? पकड़ के लाया है? Are you really interested in studying abroad? Sure. How many of you are interested in studying abroad? Oh, so many hands going up, huh? Really? So today you can make it, okay? So see, today's program is organized for all the study abroad aspirants. तो जिनको भी अब्रॉड में पढ़ाई करना है तो आज आपके सवालों का जवाब यहाँ पर मिल जाएगा. Let me ask you all, why do you want to study in abroad? Let me put the cross question to you, okay? Anyone? Why do you want to study abroad? No answers? Totally blank? Anyone from the girl section? Boy section? No. So today is the day you will get the answers to all your questions, that why should you study in abroad. Okay. Many of us have the aspirations, to study in abroad, but don't know why. Just by listening here and there, we often come to the conclusion that अरे उसका तो अच्छा हो गया, वो उतनी सैलरी मिल रही है उसको, है ना, लाइफ स्टाइल बहुत अच्छा है, लंदन में देखो लंदन ब्रिज के पास फ़ोटो निकाल के भेज रहा है, हाँ, स्विट्ज़रलैंड घूम रहा है, अमेरिका स्टैच्यू ऑफ लिबर्टी के पास फ़ोटो भेजा उसने, अरे क्या मस्त फ़ोटो आया. तो लाइक सो एंड सो फोर्थ. अरे उसके पास गाड़ी आ गई, हाँ, नाइग्रा फॉल के पास गया तो. सो दीज आर द लाइक कॉमन थिंग्स which comes in the minds of the students, but studying abroad is much more than those things. So when you are planning to study in abroad, first of all you have to, as ma'am said, that definitely you will compare the opportunities in your country versus the opportunities existing in the foreign countries. Definitely if you are able to achieve what you have in your country, what opportunities you have in your country, then why will you go? Then why will you go to any other country to study or to settle down? Definitely. First of all, you must know the reasons. See, I am doing this service, I am running this company, not just because any other person who is just doing, I have an ideology. I have an ideology, a reason behind this. And the reason is this, that I believe that a person, a student, in his lifetime must study at least one degree from any other country outside his home country. That is my benchmark. At least one degree, irrespective of the reasons. कि आपको वहाँ जॉब मिलने वाला है, सैलरी ज़्यादा होगी, क्या होगी. Because today we live in a globalized world. So my philosophy is this, that you must have at least one global degree, international degree. That is what is required, I believe, that is the need of the hour. See, we all study from first standard, from pre-primary, nursery, junior KG, senior KG, first standard till 10th standard, 11th, 12th, most of the students, graduation you complete. All your studies you do in India. But do you think that is enough for you to become a global player? Equip yourself to all the challenges in this globalized world. Do you believe that? That is enough? No, I don't think so. Irrespective, the other benefits I will come in the later part of the lecture of this session. But my philosophy is this, that do you think that by doing all your degrees, remaining throughout your life in this country only, will you be able to bring innovations or contribute significantly or meaningfully to this country's growth? No, because it is very important to equip yourself with the international environment. What is happening internationally is very important, and that you can only gain through a proper study channel, by gaining an international degree. That is what is the solution. See, when you study here, all the exposures, your pedagogy, your exam pattern, technology, everything is localized. You are only learning in your comfortable environment. Only your comfortable environment, the environment with which you are comfortable from your childhood, isn't it? जब से आप बच्चे से आप यहीं पे आ रहे हो, तो यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग कंफर्टेबल, यार मुझे ये अच्छा लगता है, मैं कंफर्टेबल हूँ. अब मुझे अपने एनवायरनमेंट से, अपने सर्कल से बाहर निकलना नहीं है, क्योंकि अगर मैं अपने सर्कल से बाहर निकलूंगा, सो आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू सर्वाइव. बट दिस वर्ल्ड इज व्हाट? Is always changing world, is always changing world. Like a business requires new market, a person also requires new area to be explored, new countries to be explored. यहाँ पर अगर रिसेशन आ गया या कुछ हो गया आपके साथ, you always must have other connections to put yourself in survival mode. You must always be thriving. आप इंडिया में काम करो, अच्छा है, बट आपको इंडिया में काम नहीं मिला, you want better opportunities. What will you do? Will you succumb to your own situations? Then how will you overcome those things? Those things can only be overcome with an international degree. See, you study here, let me put you over here. I hope you have understood what I am trying to convey. Now, let me put an example, a comparison. Let me put a comparison. A student studying a computer science degree in India versus a student studying a computer science degree abroad. Okay. Let us say if you are doing a BSc degree, you study for 3 years, or you are doing engineering degree, you study for 4 years. Is that okay? Now, let us say you are studying an engineering degree or computer science degree or BSc. What is an average fees of a engineering student in India per year? Maybe about 1.5 to 2 lakhs per annum, correct? Over and above that, you will require other expenses also, at least 1 lakh, 1 to 1.5 lakhs, am I right? So 2 lakh your fees, plus if you take tuitions and all other things, okay, so 2 lakhs extra. So 2 plus 2 how much? 4 lakhs per annum you are spending, am I right? You study for how many years? 4 years. You study for 4 years. In those 4 years, what will you learn? You will learn only in India. Am I right? You will learn only in India. Your all the colleagues, your professors, everyone will be from the same vicinity, isn't it? your exposure will be limited. Your exposure will be limited. Am I right? In those 4-year degree, you spend your 4 years. So 4 4s are 16 lakhs you spend to study an engineering degree in computer science. Am I right? You spend 16 lakhs, you spend 4 years. Now after you pass out, how much will be your salary? How much? Maybe about 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs per annum. That is the average. That is the average. Okay. So I can consider about 25,000-30,000 rupees per month. Is that right? Right. So you will be earning 25,000 to 30,000 rupees per month after studying an engineering degree in India, after spending your 4 years, after spending 16 lakh of rupees, after you are in the same country. Okay. Now compare a student who has studied an engineering degree from abroad. Let us say Europe. Let us say Europe. The average fees in Europe for an engineering student is about 2 to 3 lakh rupees. That is the average. In some countries it is even free, like Germany it is free. Okay. Poland, Spain, Italy, Czech Republic. Okay. These countries have the fees around 2 lakh rupees to 3 lakh rupees. That is all. Even some institutes, some universities even have fees to 1.5 lakh rupees. Few have 0 fees. Now you study your engineering. Okay. You go there, you study in engineering. What was the engineering cost in India? Same 2 lakh rupees. How much is the cost in Europe? Same 2 to 3 lakh rupees per annum. In India, we do not have part-time working culture. Do we have that? We do not have at all. We are all dependent on our parents for our pocket money, for our expenses, is not it? We are all dependent. But in Europe, that is not the culture. Anywhere in abroad, that is not the culture. Students do part-time job. They work at least 2 hours daily, minimum to minimum. Through that working, they earn their pocket expenses. So what happened? You are studying in Europe or abroad. Okay. You are spending how much? 2 lakh rupees. Plus you are having part-time job opportunity. Now leave apart part-time job opportunity, you will be studying in an international environment. Your professors will be from outside India, innovation will be at par, international benchmark. Your colleagues will be at least from more than 100 countries. You will have people from at least more than 100 countries. You are developing your network. You are becoming more and more resilient, is not it? You are becoming more and more resilient. In case of adversity, you can bounce back very easily. You will have friends in 100 countries. I studied in University of Glasgow. I had the classmates from more than 100 countries. So I have friends in how many countries? In 100 countries. Isn't it? But when you are studying in India, you will have friends from where? Only in Pune? Not only from India, not from India. You are studying in Pune, most of the people will be from Pune only. Isn't it? From the around locality. Getting the point? So you are spending that much amount of money, you are getting international exposure, fine. You are developing your network, you are learning the latest technologies, your professors are international professors, at least from Harvard, Cambridge, top universities in the world. In India, after so much of fight, our universities are not even ranked in top 100 or top 200 in the world. One or two universities are ranked in the top 500. You know, so that is the thing. So we are not having, okay, someone said about that, I will come to later on in the question part, okay, you raise some. So are you understanding? So what we are having, we are learning in an international environment, we are learning in an international environment. Now after you pass out, how much will be your salary? Minimum to minimum, your salary will be at least 2 lakh rupees per month. That is an international minimum salary benchmark in the Western countries. So when you start comparing, I compared an engineering student studying in India to an engineering student studying in abroad. So we made the comparison, and I leave it up to you to make the decision. I will not make decision which is better, which one is better, you make the decision. I have just given you the pointers, you make the decision which is better. Studying in India is better or studying in abroad is better. What is better, you know that. So you have to make the choice, you have to make the decision, it is up to you. So I have made a very broad comparison with the exceptions. There are exceptions. Tomorrow you will come, no sir, uska aisa hua, aapne aisa kaha, uska to aisa ho gaya. I am not saying exceptions are not there. Exceptions are everywhere. Even in India also, students studying in few of the IITs, they get the crore of package. But does it apply to everyone? No. I am talking about the masses, majority of the people, the 90% of the chunk. I am not talking about the exceptions. There are students, those who are getting very good package in India also. But does it apply to you? But does it apply to 90% of the students? No. It is hardly 0.001%. Those students get such kind of things. But when I am talking about the large masses. So the most of the students in abroad, 80% of the students will get 2 lakh rupees per month. Are you getting the point? Most of the students in India will only get 30,000 rupees per month salary. I am talking about the masses, okay, 90% of the people. No, I am not talking about the exceptions. So do not bring the exceptions to me, okay. I am giving you about the majority of the people what will be the scenario. See, when you, I will just give you the other reasons also. I have made the very broad classifications. Can you sir please go to slide? Can you move on to slide, next slide? See, these are top 5 reasons, you know, these are the top 5 reasons why do students study in abroad or in the foreign countries. I have already told you, I have just said, but these are reasons, you know, top quality education, I have just said you, education, as I just mentioned, that not the Indian universities are not ranked among the top universities in the world because of the many reasons. The most of the innovations happens in America, Europe, Australia, you know, these countries. It is not happening over here. So the layer, okay, the flow is coming from these countries. The top quality education is one of the first reason. Then you have got the more career opportunities. As I just said you, when you study abroad, you build up your network. When you are studying only in India, you will have 95% of the chances to get job in India only, isn't it? But when you are studying in abroad, you will expand your horizon. You will have opportunity to work are opportunity to work in other countries, more than 100 countries, because you will build up your network, you will gain information, you will know the people. So, you can apply for the job after gaining the degree from any of the top universities. Higher earning potential, as I just mentioned, definitely salaries in India versus salaries in abroad are at least much beyond, 10 times higher. Travel to other countries, you will get the opportunity to go to other countries, you will travel, explore new countries, new culture, new food, new friends, new people will be there. And at the last, you will have the chances to immigrate. These are options. There are many those who choose to immigrate, but there are many students those who study there and come back to India. As I just mentioned, it is not necessary that you study abroad only with the purpose of immigration. No, that is not the thing. That is not the thing. You study abroad to gain an international degree, to gain an international exposure. These other things, immigration, salary, all things are perks. They are the extra perks which comes along with an international degree. I have friends across. I am the visiting professor in many of the universities. I am the visiting professor in Turkey. I am the visiting professor in Dubai. So, why in Bangladesh? Why is it happening? Just because of I have an international degree, that too from one of the top universities in the world, University of Glasgow, ranked top 50 in the world. They are not looking at my face, you are very handsome, as ma'am just mentioned, okay. No, it is not like that. It is about I have got an international degree, that is respectable than my face. You are getting the point? That is much more respectable, that is much more valuable, that is what is important. So, when you study abroad, there are several myths, there are several myths among the Indian students. Like for example, they say first thing which comes in the mind, yeah, study abroad तो बहुत महंगा होगा, आपने बस की बात नहीं है, आपने बस की बात नहीं है, आप पेरेंट्स कैन नॉट अफोर्ड, मैं सैलरी वो जो मेरी फीस ही यहाँ की है वो इतनी मुश्किल से भरी आती है तो मैं वहाँ कैसे जा पाऊँगा. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Can you go to the next slide? See, these are the, I'll come to the myths. These are the top countries where students choose to go. But you can divide the countries, I've just given a high fees country. You can divide the countries in two categories. Divide the countries in two categories. When you choose to study abroad, the countries can be divided in two categories. Like there are high budget countries and there are low budget countries. There are low budget countries. These are the high budget countries with high return on investment. Definitely Canada, Australia, USA, UK, Germany. These are the countries which comes under high budget. It comes under the high budget. The average fees expense will be around 15 to 20 lakh rupees per annum. 15 to 20 lakh rupees per annum. That is the average budget to study in these countries or for a normal student without scholarships. But there are countries which are low budget countries, such as the Germany even come in the high budget also or low budget also. Europe is a continent which is a low budget continent. Malaysia is a low budget continent, low budget country. Turkey is a low budget country. Dubai, you can choose to study in Dubai with a low budget. So, there are many countries. The Kazakhstan, Georgia, these countries are low budget countries. These countries are low budget countries. So, if you having a budget problem, you can either you be a very studious student you are very studious, you have got very high marks, good profile, then even you can get the scholarships. You can get the scholarships in the high budget countries. You can study even for free. I had scholarship, that is a country scholarship which I had from University of Glasgow. So, half of my cost, more than the half of my cost was covered through the scholarship, बच्चे होते हैं, see students come normally, they say कि सर हमको abroad में पढ़ाई करना है, scholarship मिलेगी, but when we ask about their marks, sir 55%, 45%, 52%, then how do you expect to get scholarship? Is it justified even to think about that? You are having 50%, 52% and GPA of 5 pointer, 6 pointer, how can you expect that? If you are really, either you should have a good grades, good profile, or you should have a deep pocket. Okay? Either of two options, you know, either or, either you should have a very good profile with very good marks, then you can get scholarships. That is possible. There are students, those who study purely on scholarships, or you should have what? Deep pockets. Either this or this. So, students must evaluate themselves on their own कि हमको लगता है कि हम यहाँ पढ़ाई करना चाहिए हमको अब्रॉड में या नहीं, तो हमारे पास क्या है, what we have. These are the top job options, you know, in the countries. Normally software developers, finance manager, digital marketer, the management consultant, these are the top job options when you after studying, or top courses you can say, okay, top courses or top job options to study in abroad. So, these are things which are there. Next. See, to study abroad, either you can go after 12th standard, that is your for undergraduate studies, or like you all, you can go for the postgraduate studies, your master's program. There are most of the Indian students, they choose to go after their graduation, because उनको हमेशा सेफ फील होने की आदत होती है, माँ के गोद में बैठने की आदत होती है, पेरेंट्स साथ में होना चाहिए, फील कंफर्टेबल, सब भाई बहन हाथ में होना साथ में होना चाहिए, तो बोलते बच्चा वो छोटा है अभी मत पढ़ाओ, बाहरी के बाद मत भेजो. That is why the most of the Indian students they go after the graduation for the master's program. But there are many students, those who even go after the 12th standard, those who are well versed and even travel before, because most of the Indian students don't travel, you know, the middle class or lower middle class, they don't travel much, so they do not have that much confidence to travel at that age. That is the main reason. But there are classes in Indian, among the Indian students. Any problem at the back? We will have the time for the question answer sessions, so please don't talk among yourselves. So, travel is the main reason, you know, expense also is the reason, but most of the Indian students, those who go every year, as per the estimate, you know, there are every year at least 1 million Indian students going abroad for studying. 1 million, 10 lakh students every year from India go abroad for studying. 1 million is a huge number, is a huge number, you know. Now, I will come to the myths, you know. So, I was talking about myths. The first thing which comes in the minds of the students, जो myths होते हैं, कि study abroad is very expensive, Can you go back? Hello? Can you go back? Yeah, just stay here. No? The myths are, first myth, is that they think that studying abroad is expensive. But is that right? No, that is not right. That is not right. Now the cost barrier, cost barrier has come down. The barrier is not much. If you study in top Indian universities also, the cost is same. Let us say talk about deemed universities in India. For the professional courses, even they are charging 5 lakh rupees, 6 lakh rupees, even 10 lakh rupees per annum. Up to 10 lakh rupees per annum is the fees for studying in the private universities in India. But I know that many of the middle class students are not able to afford such a huge cost. So what you can do, there are options. Either you apply for the scholarships, that is the first option. That is the first option, that you apply for the scholarships. The possibilities are there. For really deserving students, the possibilities are there. You will get chance to study abroad at very, very low cost, even for free you can study. But provided that you have such kind of profile, But even to extent, even if you are not having very strong profile, if you are not able to go to those high budget countries, I will recommend you all to go to low budget countries, where fees are in the range of 2 lakh rupees per annum, 2 lakh to 3 lakh rupees per annum. There are many countries in Europe, those who are having the fees in this range. Croatia has just entered the European Union. You can get the post study work visa over there after studying in Croatia. You can get the post study work visa in Germany, Poland, France. Now France, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi went to France. Now the France has increased the post study work visa up to 6 years. After studying in France, you can work in France for how many years? 6 years. Isn't it attractive? Very attractive option. 6 years, किसको बोलते हैं 6 साल यार? आप 2 साल की पढ़ाई कर रहे हो फ्रांस में, आपको 6 साल रहने का मौका मिल रहा है. कोई भी जॉब करो तो आप अपना रिकवर कर ही लोगे, इंडिया से 10 साल आगे हो जाओगे. Isn't it? 6 साल आपको पोस्ट स्टडी वर्क वीजा है. जर्मनी अप टू फ्रॉम 18 months to 3 years. Spain is offering 18 months post study work visa. Italy is offering you up to 18 months, 1 year to 18 months. Poland is offering you up to 2 years. Even after that, Croatia, even Turkey is also a good option. Very low budget country. You can study your engineering at minimum even for free up to 2 lakh rupees. So if you are not having budget to go to high budget countries, explore the low budget countries. At least you will have an international exposure, an international degree to go and study in these countries. You will build up your international network. Your confidence level after studying in this country will spike. आप यहीं पढ़ के यहीं रहोगे, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल क्या रहेगा? कंपेयर, इमेजिन योरसेल्फ दैट थ्रू आउट योर लाइफ, पूरी जिंदगी आपने इंडिया में बिता दी, पूरी जिंदगी आपने इंडिया में बिता दी पढ़ने से. अपने जिंदगी के कुछ साल बाहर भी तो बिताओ, बस स्टडिंग और वॉकिंग. देन यू सी हाउ विल यू फील. सही कह रहा हूं कि नहीं? Am I making sense? You have to understand that there are options, Don't worry much about the budgets. Budget is not a problem. The problem is our will. Whether we want to study in abroad or not. रास्ता तो निकल जाएगा, रास्ता तो निकल ही जाएगा. वो कहते हैं शायरी भी, शायद मैं भूल भी जाऊंगा, गुमराह वो नहीं जिनको मंजिलें नहीं मिली. गुमराह वो नहीं जिनको मंजिलें नहीं मिली. गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकले ही नहीं. राइट? सही है कि नहीं? तो आपने अपने कदम ही नहीं बढ़ाए, कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, तो कदम ही नहीं बढ़ाए हो आप, तो आपको आपकी मंजिल कैसे मिलेगी? The first thing is that which comes in the minds of the student that कि उनको जहन में होता है बहुत महंगा है पढ़ना. पढ़ना क्या है? बहुत महंगा है. But that's not the thing. That's not the scenario. We have to understand studying abroad is not at all difficult or is not at all expensive. It is within your budget. दूसरा मिथ जो आता है बच्चों के सामने, the myth which comes in the mind, कि नई कंट्री जाएंगे, फ्रेंड्स नहीं मिलेंगे. अभी लास्ट वीक 3 days बैक आई वॉज काउंसलिंग अ स्टूडेंट, उसकी मॉम भी थी, शी इज अ प्रिंसिपल इन अ स्कूल. वो सवाल पूछे, सर दोस्त मिलेंगे वहां पे क्या? द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कम्स इन द माइंड आफ्टर द बजट, सर दोस्त मिलेंगे क्या? मेरा बच्चा रहेगा कैसे वहां पर? जब दुनिया में आए तो क्या सोच के आए थे दोस्त मिलेंगे? अकेले आए थे ना. यहां आजम कैंपस में आए आप लोग तो क्या सोच के आए थे दोस्त मिलेंगे? नहीं. जिस तरह यहां दोस्त बन गए आपके वहां भी दोस्त बन जाएंगे, वहां भी आपके दोस्त बन ही जाएंगे. फिर आता है कि खाने पीने का आपको फूड प्रॉब्लम, कि वहां पे खाने पीने मिलेगा कि नहीं, खाना अच्छा मिलेगा, चटपटा मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, how will we cook? These are the questions, common questions. So don't worry at all. हिंदुस्तानी दुनिया में हर जगह पे कोने कोने फैले हुए हैं. आपको दाल चावल सब्जी पूरी दुनिया में मिल जाएगी, अचार भी मिलेगा, पापड़ भी मिलेगा, हर जगह पे मिलेगा आपको. दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में चले जाओगे आप तो आपको इंडियन फूड मिल ही जाएगा. साइबेरिया चले जाओ वहां भी मिलेगा आपको, आइसलैंड चले जाओ वहां भी मिलेगा आपको. एवरीवेयर यू विल गेट इंडियन फूड्स. Indians are very smart, spread everywhere. फिर क्वेश्चन आता है, वहां पर ठंडी बहुत होती है. नो रियल क्वेश्चंस, आई वाज काउंसलिंग, दीज आर रियल क्वेश्चंस. अभी मैं MBBS की काउंसलिंग कर रहा था. आवर पेरेंट्स डिक्लाइन द ऑफर टू गो टू रशिया टू डू MBBS जस्ट बिकॉज ठंडी बहुत होती है वहां पर. नो दीज आर रियल थिंग्स. बिकॉज बच्चे सोचते हैं, पेरेंट्स सोचते हैं मेरा बच्चा ठंडी में रह नहीं पाएगा. These are real questions. But you will have the jacket. There are, heaters in every room. आप कोई हमेशा दिन भर बाहर नहीं घूमते हो, आप बाहर नहीं घूमते हो, आप हमेशा रूम के अंदर ही रहते हो. आधा एक घंटा आप बाहर निकलते हो. Everywhere all the rooms are equipped with the heaters. हर जगह आपको हीटर्स होती है. You have got the clothes to wear. सब कुछ चीजें वहां पर आपको अवेलेबल होती है. देन डिफिकल्टी आती है बच्चों को अबाउट द एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस. अरे वहां पर अप्लाई करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट होगा, वीजा कैसे मिलेगा, वीजा मिल पाएगा नहीं मिल पाएगा. वीजा प्रोसेस, एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस, उसके लिए हम लोग बैठे हैं. हम लोग आपकी हेल्प करने बैठे हैं. वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट, to remove all the application difficulties from your way, okay, to help you get scholarships, to get you admissions in the good universities. We are there. We are there to help you. Hire a good consultant. ऐसे बोलो मुझे हायर करो, है ना? You can hire anybody, okay? अब मुझे हायर करो तो और अच्छा है, जाहिर सी बात है. But there are consultants available in the market who all can help you, those who can help you to get your application process done, your visa process done. Is not at all difficult. बहुत common चीजें रहती हैं that you can very easily do. There are people those who can help you. Okay? there are scholarships, there are few scholarships which I would like to highlight. You can see these are scholarships available for the Indian students wanting to study in abroad. The most common scholarships among the Indian students is the Commonwealth scholarship to study in UK, because India is a Commonwealth nation, right. So, the Commonwealth scholarship, in Commonwealth scholarship, when you get Commonwealth scholarship, your 100% fees plus your airfare plus a monthly stipend is given to you study master's degree. और क्या चाहिए आपको? आपकी फीस भी माफ हो जाएगी, आपको एयरफेयर भी मिलेगा, प्लस आपको मंथली स्टाइपेंड भी मिलता है, प्लस आपको एक अच्छा सा डिनर भी देते हैं वो लोग, आपको अवार्ड भी देते हैं. मैं अपना मेरे स्कॉलरशिप का भी अवार्ड दिखाता हूं आपको, फोटो है ना, नहीं तो बोलेंगे सर ऐसे ही बोल रहे हैं. सो यू गेट अ इंटरनेशनल नेटवर्क, you become member of Commonwealth scholars across the globe. Then there is Chevening scholarship, same scholarship, same level scholarship, Chevening scholarship than India, you can get to study in the UK. The same thing, you get full scholarship, your 100% tuition fee is waived off. 100% tuition fees is waived off. Narrowton Succeria scholarship you get, you can apply. Fulbright scholarship to study in the UK, US. That's again Fulbright scholarship to study master's program at the designated universities in the US. You get a 100% scholarship over there. Then Aga Khan scholarship is there. They offer the loan. Tata CORNELL scholarship to study in the Tata CORNELL University in the US. You have got the Oxford Rhodes scholarship, Rhodes scholar, again 100% scholarship, totally waived off, stipend, AFA, everything is there. You got the England scholarship, Charles Wales scholarship, A.S. Hornaby scholarship. There are so many scholarships are available for all the deserving candidates. Those who have got the good profile, they are deserving, they have the will to study in abroad, the aptitude, the charisma, everything we have, they will reach the destination very easily. Are you getting a point? So, these are the things which I wanted to convey to you all, that why to study abroad, and the technical parts are there, like what the documents and all, okay. That I leave to the counseling part. So, when you come to me, okay, there are 5-6 documents, I just randomly tell you. There are 5-6 very common documents. All the results from 10th till the graduations, the transcript, that is the first thing. Second is your letter of recommendation, which you will get from your college professors. Third is your SOP, which you have to get. You have to write why do you want to study in that country or in that university. Fourth is your IELTS score. Your IELTS score is required. If you are studying or wanting to study in US, in some top universities you will require GRE or GMAT, that is the fifth thing. Sixth things is your financial documents, that you have got the fund or scholarships or loan, whatever you have, that is the financial document. So, these are the 6 common documents which are required. There are few here and there, okay, that specific documents we can tell you later on, okay. Some, if you go to Europe, there are translations, apostille, there are different things for different countries, that when you come to one, at that time we can discuss on things, okay. So, these are the common documents. I hope this session was useful to you. Now, I leave this for the question and answer session, okay. So, I would like to hear few questions, get few questions from the student sides. You can ask me the questions and I will try to give you satisfactory answers to all your queries, okay. Thank you for being here. Now, open to you. Thank you. अरे क्लैप तो बजाओ, कुछ चार्ज तो दे नहीं रहे हो, एटलीस्ट मोटिवेशन लेवल हमारा भी है. यस, थैंक यू. एनी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द ऑडियंस साइड? डोंट get frightened. Yeah, yes. This student is having some question.
What are the potential
Yeah, you can get the mic, you know. Get the mic. Yeah, wait, wait. Yes. You too. Now you can come here. Get the mic, no? Yes.
What are the potential challenges that might arise while trying to preparing to depart from here, and the challenges that might arise when we arrive in abroad to study?
Okay. So this student has asked that what are the possible challenges which may arise before the departure and post departure. See, when you are preparing to study abroad, as I said, the first difficulty which comes, that is about the application, you know, that how will you make the applications to know about the. So, first difficulty is about the application that students normally have. Second is about the preparing for the exams. You have to prepare for the IELTS, GRE exams. You know, IELTS is a very common exam. You have to prepare for that. That's a challenge. Third is about the financial documents, financial thing, arranging finance for yourself. That's a challenge. So these are three common challenges before you arrive. The post arrival, the post departure, when you arrive in that country, then to adjust yourself to that country in the initial phase may be challenging, about the, you know, adjusting yourself with the food, to the weather, and to making the friends, may be a little bit challenging, but not that challenging, you know. So, but you get the support from the university, from the your consultant, your friends. University have the student center, the student desk. So you can get all the support which is required your post departure from the university, from the consultant, from the everywhere, your international student community. So that will help you to resolve your difficulties over there. Hope that answers the questions. Thank you. Any other question, please? Yes, please come.
Salary high in the abroad, but the cost of living is also high as compared to India.
Yeah, good. That was the question? Fine. So, he has asked, so salaries are higher, but the cost of living also higher. That's a very valid question. See, in abroad, when you live in abroad, the costs are relatively higher, not very high. Okay. Like for example, when you live abroad, your students, you get a free medical, you know, your medicines are free. Fine. Your children educations is totally free. Your children will get free education, free medical. Fine. You will get the unemployment dole, which is not possible in India. Fine. So your salaries are higher, but the expenses are not that high that you cannot save, and it keeps on moving up. Plus, by having the higher salary, higher expense, you are having the another lifestyle, you know. Your lifestyle is also higher, which is not possible in India. You have to compare the lifestyle, the hustle and bustle in India compared to abroad. Your lifestyle is at different level. You know, everything, environment, food, your life expectancy also increases. On an average in India, the people live 60 to 70 years. In abroad, in America or Canada, the average life expectancy is 80 years. In India, it's 60. So everything matters, you know. So everything matters, you have to count everything. It's a relatively higher, so it's a relative term. Your salaries are, your expenses are higher, but your salaries are also higher. So that's not an absolute term, it's a relative term. Hope that answers the question. Thank you. Any other question? Yes, please come. You take the mic here. Yeah, on that, yeah. Sound is not coming. Yeah. No, but that won't be. Now.
You mentioned about the scholarships, but what about the housing? Like, do they provide any incentive for the scholarships? Like, scholarships to provide an incentive for living, rent?
Yeah, that's what I said. See, the girl has asked that, see, there are different kinds of scholarships, you know. Few scholarships, they cover only your tuition fees. Few scholarships, they cover your tuition fee plus living expense. Few scholarships cover only part of your tuition fees. So, it depends upon what kind of scholarships you are getting. Like when you talk about Commonwealth scholarship, it does cover, it covers your tuition fees plus it gives you stipend. So, in that stipend about 1000 to 1500, your living expenses are covered very well. Your living expenses are covered, your house rent, food, within £1000 you can live a very luxurious life. You will pay your housing £400, in £600 you can leave your £200 for your foods and £300 still you are saving on that thing. So, it depends upon what kind of scholarship you get. All the scholarships have got different criteria and different perks. Few will cover your tuition fees, few will cover your part of tuition fees, few will cover your tuition fees plus your living expense. So, depends upon what kind of scholarship you get. Hope that answers the question. Thank you. Any other question, please? Yes, yes, that girl at the last. It's good that students are asking the questions.
What are the challenges that you faced while preparing for the abroad studies?
Preparing for abroad studies. So, she has asked that what are the challenges while preparing to study abroad. So, challenges are, I said that the challenges are common to while you preparing for studying in abroad. That first thing is that exam preparation, your documentation and application. Third thing is your financial arrangements, you know. So, these are the three common things. Once you have decided to study abroad, these are the common challenges. Your exam preparation, number one. Second, your application documentation. Okay. Third is your financial things. Okay. And fourth, you can count about the visa, you know, how to apply for the visa. So, these are four common things, there are four common challenges which normally the students face. So, you can, these common challenges can be resolved with the help of the consultation with the experts. I hope that answers the questions. Thank you. Any other question? Yes, someone is raising the hand in the middle from the boys side. नहीं पढ़ना है abroad क्या? पढ़ना नहीं है? नहीं पढ़ना है. Any other question? No question? Okay, fine. So, I hope this session benefited all of you, and you after this session you can take my number, okay, our office number. You can just you can visit our website, you know. You can visit our website. You can take a number, fine. You can visit our website coursesabroad.com. That's a blogging portal made by our company, so you can get all the informations over there for free. Even if you want to proceed on your own, then also you can get all the information through that portal. We keep on posting about the different updates, study abroad, documentation, scholarship updates. Everything are posted on that portal, you know. So, you can see that and get all the information from there. So, thank you for attending this session and being patient. And it was a wonderful interacting with you all. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Good morning. Hello. On behalf of Abhijit Senior College from Department of Computer Application and Computer Science, I am Mr. Mohsin Damudi. Thanks to our respected Izhar Khan sir. He shared spare time here with religious schedule and share valuable information regarding abroad study. And this will help for the student in future. Thank you so much, sir.
Can we get few feedback from the students on the mic, on the video? Just 2-3 students का feedback दे देना. Feedback. Students feedback. Would request few of the students to give feedbacks on the mic. Would request kindly. Thank you. Hello. You can just take feedback from the student.
Hello.
First of all, I would like to thank Izhar Khan sir for sharing such a valuable information. It was really an honor, and I learned a lot of things which I previously did not know about while considering to study abroad. And the most valuable part of the information that he shared were the scholarships, which should be considered by almost all of us. And I would like to say that overall I enjoyed the experience, and in future I would consider all the teachings that he has shared with us while going to study abroad. Thank you.
There were some myths and misconceptions. Yeah. It's better. So there were myths and misconceptions in my mind before this session regarding the abroad study. But after this seminar, it's all clear. And thank to you, sir, for this. And it was a great session for me. Thank you, sir.
I would like to thank I would like to thank I would like to thank sir for preparing and presenting such a valuable information for our university, and I would really like to appreciate the efforts he made for giving us guidance regarding the abroad opportunities that we could have apart from studying from India.
I would like to thank Izhar sir for sharing his valuable experience and information with us. Initially, I was just thinking to go to Germany. Now I can say that I can apply for it. I will apply for it. Thank you, sir.
एक साथ Good morning, students. I am audible to everyone. नहीं आ रहा आवाज. Good morning, all. I, Assistant Professor Ashwini Thopte from BBA Department. I would like to thank our respected guest, Izhar Khan sir, for spending your valuable time for our department. And definitely, sir, your lecture will be beneficial for our students. Thank you so much.